Hey, what's up, coaches? Ashley Roberts here. Day 2 of our post-summit summer success. What are we calling this? Post-summit success series. And I'm here to talk to you guys today about something extremely important. We are going to talk about the daily habits of successful coaches. And this wasn't a specific talk at Summit, but I did kind of combine a lot of things from some of the keynote speakers, from some of the workshops, and put them all in a series of slides to kind of just run through quickly and share some key takeaways with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share and present my slides. All right. Get rid of that and come on over to here. Come on, computer, catch up to my speed. Okay. All right. Going back. Okay. So daily habits of successful coaches. I do have some notes here. Grab a notebook or grab a notebook and a pen, and you're more than welcome to take some notes too. I will share the recording once I get this uploaded later today. And I will have a link for all of the post-summit success series videos as well. So daily habits, if you talk to any coach who has had good success in this business, they're going to tell you that it's showing up every day, that it's consistency, that it's doing the things, the IPAs, income producing activities, every day. Now, does that mean you have to spend 10 hours a day working your business? No, that's why power hours are key. That's why pockets of time are essential to growth for your business. But we know what grows our business. It's conversations, it's invites, it's running challenge groups, it's talking to people, and it's engagement through your social media posts. And then ultimately, it's building a team and building that volume, building that income. That's a separate video later this week. But we know that that also helps you build and grow your business as well. So there's a reason why they're called vital behaviors. Any coach that's gonna, that spoke at Summit, that you ask, okay, what are the things, like, tell me your secrets. And any coach is gonna tell you, I just show up. I do the vital behaviors every day. I run successful challenge groups. I invite people to my challenge groups. I invite people to the coaching opportunity. I post on social media. I am a product of the product. You guys can look at some of these success stories that coaches have had over the years. Let's take Emily Favre, for example. She was in the 80-Day Obsession Test Group. She shared her entire transformation and walked through her transformation as she did it day by day, the workouts, and had amazing results, and continued to invite through her social media posts, and went from Emerald to 15-star last year by continuing to build that following and sharing literally everything that she was doing with 80-Day Obsession and the nutrition. And that these brand new programs, Morning Meltdown 100, is a huge opportunity for all of us to take that and share that experience, and share as like a vlog. Like, you're walking people through your workouts every day, you're walking people through your nutrition, you're showing people that I'm doing this in 20 to 30 minutes and I'm getting amazing results. So being a product of the product is essential, because you can't ask and expect anyone else to do the things that you're doing if you're not doing them yourself. Same thing with inviting to the coaching opportunity. You're going to have people that say no. You're going to hear the word no, and you're going to hear it often, because not every single person is going to want to join your challenge group. Not every single person is going to want to join your team, and that's okay. Those are not your people. Plant the seed, provide the information, wait for the response. If they say no, thank you, move on, next. Until you continue to find your people. Sharing yourself authentically you is going to attract the right people to you. Okay, number one, transformation architect. So we had a really amazing speaker, Jade Simmons, who talked about not only is she a classic concert pianist, but she is a motivational speaker. Look her up. If you weren't there, look her up, follow her on social media, watch some of her videos. She was amazing. And she came out on stage and she said, you know, you guys say you're coaches, but you're not coaches. You know what you are? I'm going to tell you what you are. You're a transformation architect. And she talked about the belief in yourself, that you believe that you have the ability to change someone's life, that you can help someone transform their life. You are designing the transformation for someone else, not only by showing that you're doing it yourself, but that you have the power, and you have the power to help someone change their life, whether they want to lose 5 pounds or 105 pounds, whether they need help with nutrition, with support, with meal planning. You have the ability to help them transform and change their life. The belief in yourself, obviously, here is so very important, because when we can let everything else go and just believe that your story is valid, your story holds weight, your story is important. People want to see and hear you and want to know that they have somebody that they can look to as, you know, as a shining light, maybe in their darkness, that Ashley is showing up and she's motivated me to lose X, Y, and Z. Even though I haven't joined her challenge group, I'm watching her because she shows me that, you know, despite 3 kids and a crazy life, she can still get up and make herself a priority. Believe in yourself and know that you are capable of not only changing your own life, but changing the lives of others. Rachel Hollis said, she talked about the haters, and she talked about people that cause us to hold ourselves back. And she talked about people that are critics. And she said, you know, raise your hand if you have somebody who critiques what you do, or who makes fun of what you do, or who judges you for what you do. And I think everyone in the room raised their hand. And she said, have they ever been in this room with you? Have they ever walked in your shoes? Do they really know what you're doing? Or are they just making their own judgments? And that was really powerful, because you know what? If you're worried about what Susie from high school thinks that you haven't talked to in 20 years, I've had to put all the Susies away and say, you know what? Susie's not doing this. Susie's not showing up on social media. Susie's not changing people's lives. Susie's not being an inspiration. I am, and I have the power to do that, and I have the power to help other people. Your social media presence, conversations, call to actions, stories. All of these things are essential. Again, we go back to the vital behaviors. You know, social media is very powerful. You can get on social media and you can see hundreds and hundreds and thousands of ways that people are being influenced, whether you talk about something and then it shows up in your Instagram or your Facebook feed, or you know, have seen somebody post, like when that movie Bird Box came out and everybody was talking about Bird Box on social media. So then everybody started watching it. Just one way that the power of social media can influence the lives of others. So your presence on social media is very important to the success of your business, because like I said, you can't expect people to do the things if you're not doing them yourselves. That means you're showing up. That means you're staying accountable. That means you're sharing the struggle, the ups, the downs. You're sharing authentically yourself. Conversations via social media. This also goes back to vital behaviors. Inviting from your posts, inviting from your stories, sharing those polls, doing those call to actions, you know, you can't expect to do 1 or 2 coach call to actions or challenge group call to actions a week or a month and see a ton of people come flocking to them. It has to be a consistent number, and it has to be over time. Those call to actions are so important. I mentioned this, I think I mentioned this in my video yesterday, but I was challenged in a training that I did to do a coaching post every single day for 30 days. And I did, and I saw my business grow and flourish because I talked about it more. And I think the statistic is people have to see or be influenced by something at least. It could be 15, it could be 37. I don't know why those 2 numbers are stuck in my head, but have to see and hear those words, that post, that influence, at least 15 times before they take action on it. Your stories are very important. Sharing bits and pieces, little tidbits, little sneak peeks into your life, so that way people can connect with you on a much more personal level. Your challenge groups, the bread and butter of your success. And I wanted to dive into that real quick because there was an entire 30-minute talk on that, and I could do an entire video on that. But I think we all know the importance of creating a community, creating a health and fitness community, creating a community where we support and encourage other people. And that is where your business grows. If you don't have something to invite to, then you can't expect people to want to join. That fear of missing out, that I have 10 spots left, creating that community. And I do personally, I have a long-term fitness community, and then I run, program specific or challenge specific groups. And then I roll my people into my long-term community. So I'm always inviting to something, or I always have something to invite to. Same thing with coaching. I always have a coach sneak peek open so I can put people in there and they can see and experience what it is as a coach. In the challenge group, your goal is to connect, engage, and help the person figure out how to do this and figure out how to and work toward their own transformation. You're sharing nutrition nuggets. If you're bringing in new coaches, you're being a guide for your new coaches to see how you run a successful challenge group. If you've never ran a successful challenge, or if you've never ran a challenge group on your own, then get with your upline coach. Make sure that you get with your coach and you say, okay, I want to do my own group. And you're not required to do your own challenge groups by any means. I know a lot of coaches that team up and run them together, and a lot of teams that do community-wide groups together and contribute content together. But if you're someone who is, I want to do my own group, I want to do my own accountability. What I did when I started was I did my first challenge group with my coach, and I said, you know what, I want to do my own thing. So I took nuggets from that group and I broke off and I started creating my own health and fitness community. Little engaging questions and things that you can ask your people. Would you rather? Have you ever? At least I never. 3 truths and a lie. What's your favorite outfit? What kind of outfit can you put on? Share a selfie of your favorite outfit to put on today that makes you feel powerful. What's your favorite restaurant? If you had one recipe that you could eat for the rest of your life, what would it be? Create that engagement, create that community, and create that connectivity within your challenge groups, and make them exciting. Use the ability to do giveaways and prizes and save your receipts, because again, those are business expenses and write-offs. And use those, as little tools. Whoever logs the most workouts this week will be entered into a drawing to win a headband. Packets of Energize, little things like that. And if you are, if you are a diamond and above coach, you can get in Kevin Shaw's Diamond Leadership page, and he has shared some content from creating successful challenge groups in there. So if you're a diamond and above, Kevin Shaw's Diamond page has some really good content from Summit on running successful challenge groups. Tracking, no excuses, track it. I don't have to say a big ton of information on this slide. If you are not using the business activity tracker, it is time to use the business activity tracker. Print it out weekly. An awesome girl, Sarah from our team, has created, she printed out the business tracker. She got it laminated and made it into a binder. So then she just uses it daily weekly. Her business activity tracker is there for the whole year. Using another planner. So I use the business activity tracker, and then I also use, not required by any means, and this is something that I'm gifting my new Emerald coaches with when they hit Emerald, but I use this Rise Up planner by Maura Kusava, and it's really just wonderful for, you can plan out, it's like a business activity tracker on crack. But this thing is great for me to track my conversations, for me to track my business goals, my progress, and things like that. But at the very minimum, using that business activity tracker, because that helps you keep track of your content. Contacts. It helps you keep track of the people that you're talking to, and it helps guide you through a power hour as well, as you sit down, you know, in those pockets of time and say, okay, what do I need to do right now? What do I need to do today? What can I do to build and grow my business? And let's see, I need to see what time I have, guys. Hold on just a second. Okay. Where am I? Let me go back to this. Number 5, raising the bar on your own success. Rachel Hollis, again, she said, do you want it, or are you just saying that you want it? Do you really want it, or are you just saying that you want it? Vision is very important in this business. If you don't have a vision, it's time to sit down and create one. It's time to write a list, make a vision board. My vision board is sitting directly across from my desk on a table, so I can see it every day when I sit down at my computer. What is driving me to work my business? What is driving me to build my business? And I look and I say, I want to remodel my home office. That's something I put on my vision board, and I know I need the income to do it. So today I am focused on doing the IPAs, income producing activities that are going to build and grow my income, so that way I can work toward that goal on my vision board. Little things like that. We want to put a pool in this year. What are things that are, you know, just goals and visions? For me early on, it was paying the groceries, paying my car payment, little small bits of extra income here and there. Then it was freedom of time. I wish I had more time to, and I wish I could, you know, do this with my kids and have more ability to do this. And so those little things, those little visions can help drive you to have success in this business. Going back to like what Rachel Hollis said, you know, I could tell you the first couple of years of my business, I would go, oh yeah, it would be really cool to be like a 3-star diamond, and I would just love to, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I had no idea what I was saying or what I was doing. And I never kept that vision at the forefront. I could say it, but I never put a plan in action to achieve it. So raising the bar on your own success, you know, there was something that I didn't write in my notes that I meant to say. Where is it? Sorry guys, thanks for your patience. So we just came out of Summit 19. We're going into Summit 2020. What do you want your team to look like next year? What do you want your presence at Summit 2020 to look like next year? What are the things that you're going to do to get there? Do you need to burn the boats? So what does burn the boats mean? It just means that, and I can't remember the exact analogy, but you know, you have no backup plan. What happens if you burn the boats? What happens if you say, you know what, and I talked about this yesterday, you know what my backup plan is? It's not having a backup plan. This is my plan A. There is no plan B. I am going to make this successful. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to work for my goals, and I'm going to put, that's what I wanted to say, put a time stamp on it. It was on my phone. That's why, because I left my phone in the other room. But Jade Simmons had said, you know, she did a big speech on reinventing yourself. That's something I'm going to talk about later this week. But she said, put a time stamp on your goal. Because when you say, by Summit 2020, I'm going to be walking the stage as a 5-star diamond coach. I am going to be an elite coach by the end of the year. I am going to be X, Y, and Z. My goal is to bring 10 people with me to Summit. My goal is to sign 3 coaches a month for the next 12 months. You set a time stamp on your goal. You give yourself a deadline, and you write it down on your calendar. You stick that Post-it note on your computer. You circle it. You say, this is what's going to happen. Then you, instead of saying that you want it but not doing anything about it, you actually have a plan. Printing out that diamond bubble for those of you who are pushing toward diamond or who have bigger goals to hit diamond. Printing out this diamond bubble and filling it out and keeping it, again, where you can see it every day and going, okay, I know what I need to work toward. I know I have bigger goals for myself. This is what matters. This is important. I need to work toward this. And last but not least, just some other things to do as a successful coach. Getting to events. So get your summit ticket if you haven't done that yet. Get to a Super Saturday. Our next one is coming up, not this weekend, but the following weekend, or Super Weekend. If you're not, well, you can check in the back office, teambeachbody.com, coach office. You can look for events in your area under Super Saturday, Super Weekend. Get with your coach, ask questions, get to events. Find a success or business partner. So this is a really good one for, if you're building your business, if you are looking to build and grow your business, then don't hesitate to post in the team page, post in the upline page. I'm looking for someone these are my goals. Who can push with me? This is what my plan is. These are my intentions. Again, create a plan, stick to it, set the deadline, attach a meaning to your goals. Like I said, that vision board. So when for me, freedom of time. I want to be able to coach full time. So I have the ability to take my kids here and there and do this. When you attach that meaning, it will help you find a way to make those goals happen. Okay, so that was a ton of information, but I hope it was super helpful and lots of little tidbits from Summit. I will be back again tomorrow sharing some more. And any questions you guys have, don't hesitate to drop them in the comments. Email me at fitmommyashley@gmail.com or comment on the post in the page. All right, guys, have a great day.